Karlyn Lothery, and welcome to the Tip of the Week. This is where we focus on one communication issue, do some laser focused coaching for you so that when you move on to your next speaking engagement, you can put these tips and tools to work right away. So this week we're focusing on practice. That is my favorite word, practice. I practice speeches and presentations and workshops and what I'm going to say in the car, in the shower, you name it, while I'm sitting at my desk. I loved when the Bluetooth earpieces came in because then I could talk to myself in the car and nobody thinks I'm crazy. So it's great. I love it. Practice is one of the things that's absolutely huge, but too few people actually do them. So let's talk about what to remember when you are practicing. Number one, make sure you practice out loud. Say your full speech. Say your full presentation out loud. Don't just say and look at your notes and go, well, I'll probably say something like this, or I'll probably say something like that, and and think about it, actually deliver it. And deliver it from talking points, not from full text. When you have talking points, you're allowed to come down, grab your point, come back up and speak. You can come back down again, get your next point, come back up and speak. When you're talking from full text, you're just reading notes. You're reading words, and then every now and then at the end of the sentence, or you see a comma, and then you come right back down and finish talking again. You can't build a rapport with your audience that way. You can't make a really good, strong audience connection or build trust for that matter. So, notes down, or if you have the notes, just bullet points, okay? Next, try really hard not to memorize. The more conversational you can be, the better and more comfortable it will be for your audience. Plus, memorizing makes you so concerned about getting every single word right, you're more likely to forget what you're going to say or lose your train of thought, and getting back on your train of thought is infinitely more difficult when you try to memorize. And then let's talk about the presentation length. And I'm sure you've heard this before, all presentations should be the length of a woman's skirt, long enough to cover the subject, short enough to keep it interesting. I didn't write it, didn't make it up, don't remember who did, but I've known it since high school. So that's the thing. Long enough to cover what you need to cover, short enough to keep it interesting, and I will tell you, no one has ever complained about a presentation ending early. Okay? So just what you need, enough to make your point and move on. And then finally, always practice with PowerPoint, or practice with whatever technology you're going to be using in your presentation. If it's just you, great. But if you're going to be using PowerPoint, video, music, or anything else, props of some point, or maybe you're co-presenting with someone else, always, always practice with your technology. That way you're anticipating what could happen. You also know how to be prepared for any glitches, and that will cut down, if you suffer from any form of speech anxiety, that will cut down on the anxiety as well. So what does practice do for you? Again, like I just said, cuts down on the speech anxiety, makes you more polished and professional in your delivery, and it makes you stand out from the rest. Now, whether you work in a competitive environment where you're trying to always look better than the person next to you, or whether you just want to compete with yourself and do better for yourself, either way, practice helps you do that much better. All right, if you heard something that was useful, please hit the subscribe button so that when you get all of the tips of the week as they're posted. And please remember to follow us on all of the social media channels. You can follow us on Facebook. You can catch us on Twitter, Prepare to Speak. You can also look for us on LinkedIn. We have a page there, and you can connect with me directly if you'd like on LinkedIn. Just look me up, Karlyn Lothery. And we look forward to seeing you right here next time for the Tip of the Week.